Good evening, welcome back to a brand new week. And for records, this is my third take. The first time the mic that I had put was not working, the second time the lights were fluctuating, so this hopefully there will not be any issues this time. Anyway, back to the point. Had a quite a peaceful weekend, but the best thing about the weekend was this decision by the government of Karnataka to impose lockdown starting tomorrow. So they're telling that the lockdown will be for 7 days, but there are certain segment of the press which is telling that it might get extended to probably 2 weeks or maybe until 31st of July. Perfectly fine. I think unlike in the past where we were cribbing about why lockdown and all the consequences of lockdown, now I honestly feel that the lockdown is required. If you recall, almost a month back, almost like mid of June is when I had told that this is when we need lockdown, because now the cases are increasing so much. This is when we have to bring it in control. But the worst part is lockdown in place, and like all the people who have come from outside are now started going back to their villages or cities across Karnataka. And the last 2 days, especially Saturday and Sunday, there was like a huge traffic jam on all the highways going out of Bangalore. And this is also triggered by some of the senior ministers telling that those who want to go back to your native, please go. It's stupidity, I'll tell you. It's absolute stupidity for somebody like a minister to come and tell, like, if you want to go back to your native, do it. I'll tell you, like, people here, there is so much of spread of virus here in the city. Now if you allow people to go out to their natives, to villages especially, that would mean that they'll be spreading it there. They'll end up being carriers and they'll spread the virus there. I mean, ideally they should not have done it, but again you'll have to think about their personal side also, because they are here. They might struggle for their daily living, their food and all those stuff, so that might impact them. But again, the minister should not have come and told that. They should have allowed people to take their own decision instead of telling go back to your natives. Anyway, let's keep that aside. Few other updates from the weekend. I had one of my friends who's basically a junior in our office, who had come in for a internship, who is no longer in our office now. So he reached out to me on Saturday and he told me that this one specific app idea that we are having, which I've discussed with him, that we should submit it to a government contest. So government of India is running a Atmanirbhar in a Bharat contest, wherein they're calling for apps from various categories: fintech, healthcare, agriculture, social media, and so many stuff. So he told it'll be good that if we go and participate in this. Nice platform actually to showcase this new idea that we are thinking about. I mean, he told me about this a week back itself, but I had not given it much importance because my main worry is about the idea being getting diluted, and I've been spending literally months together to build this idea and to build the whole app concept, which I still haven't spoken here on this video yet. But my worry is that the moment it goes there, and like it might it's not the development has not started. It's still on paper. There are so many things that I'm figuring out how we should do, why we should do, and why not, and all. And there isn't anything like that in the market. There might be something very close by, but nothing really that uh, does what I'm thinking that it should do for the travel community. That's what I could say for now. Now, my worry is that if I go there, like win or not win, that is secondary, but it might end up being that idea spread across and somebody might pick it up and they might do something there and all. That is a fear that I had. But instead I got an idea. I spoke to my sister, who is a lawyer. I mentioned it to you folks in the past once also, that I have a sister who is in the legal field. So I spoke to her and I tried to figure out if there is a way I can protect this idea before even submitting it to the government contest. So she told apparently there is something called provisional patent, which is valid for about a year, and it's all about like a summary of what it is, and like more of like a what you say, like blocking the idea and telling that we have applied for it first. So she told you can do. Now the catch is I'm a working guy and I work in a organization, like 108-year-old organization, which worldwide is known for its patents. So the organization where I work makes majority chunk of its revenue, not if not for like majority, like major chunk of its revenue through patents, licensing and selling and stuff like that. So apparently we have a legal binding wherein anything that we do, even on a personal scale, it is supposed to be transferred to the company. So this is something which I got clarified just a while back, but my sister asked me to clarify if there is any such clause, and apparently it looks like there's a clause that I can't apply for a patent or go for a provisional patent on a personal note. So since the point that I've heard, I'm still wondering what to do or how to tackle the situation. I've not come to a decision or conclusion on what to do, but my thought is to make sure that I apply for some kind of like a provisional patent, like what my sister suggested, and then submit to this contest. The deadline for that is this Saturday, and I don't want to wait till Saturday. I want to submit it as soon as possible. So let me see. I'll like to probably give some work to my head and figure out what to do and anything around it. So that's one interesting thing that is happening. Since Saturday, probably I would say I've been like I'm writing the summary so that can be sent across as a proposal for the government contest, and those are the things that kept me busy. And funny thing, I'll tell you a couple of interesting facts, like how my brain works or how much I get involved. On Saturday I was talking to my sister, and this call went for about like what 1.5 hours in the morning. And while doing so, I had a pencil in my hand, and I was just scribbling something in my on my notepad, which is there on my table, not this one, the other one. So I realized at the end of the call, when I saw that paper, I just realized that I have sort of like a very vaguely drawn a bike, a futuristic looking bike. Okay, it's complete scribbling. I don't know if I can bring it and show it to you here, but like a completely futuristic looking bike. Probably you can relate it to something like the Street Hawk that we had 20-30 years ago. But I got so intrigued that I went and I tried to do some finalizing stuff and all those things. I just taken a photo and I kept it. But after I stared at it for some time, I just realized, like, could it be my dream bike? Okay, could it be like this is what my dream bike should look like, or this is what I want? That is what was kept on coming in my head. Like, this looks nice. I mean, to summarize it, like in a very simple way, it's more of like a bike version of Elon Musk's truck. Okay, so that electric truck that he has designed, this is more of like a bike version of it. It's a very materialistic design. I mean, like I don't say I have not even designed anything. I just drew, but it's all like with all edges and stuff like that. That's how I would draw it. So that's one kind of funny stuff that happened. And today, rather a Sunday, yesterday, I was just looking at a lot of photos on Instagram, and I was searching for something related to tail boxes and tailbacks and stuff like that. And I saw so many photos, I saw so many websites and links and so many things that I just realized that I have to start probably designing my own bag for my bike, for the current bike that I have. And I just started drawing something. It's there here. Probably I don't want to show it so soon, but I just want to bring it to a proper shape. I even reached out to one of the companies earlier in the day to ask if they would be interested in trying out something which the consumers like us, like I particularly own a bag which they manufacture. So I just asked if they'll be interested in making a sample or a prototype of a bag which I give a design. I've not heard back from them yet because I just sent it late in the evening, so I'll just wait tomorrow or day after tomorrow. But that would be interesting because it's like a simple toolbox type of a bag that I've designed, which can go in on any bike. Cloth, not really a hard case one. There are a lot of leather ones and all which are available in the market, but this is more of like a cloth which looks small and simple, but something in which you can keep your probably like a power bank or the extra GoPro batteries, things like a chocolate or a water bottle or things like something which you can put it on your carrier, things like that, which looks elegant. It not looks like too big and in the face kind of thing. So that's another part of designing. Like, I mean, if I'm like in a very good mood, these are the type of thing that happen. The third funny thing related to bike is yesterday was International Java Day, and I had posted a photo of my kid who was sleeping on my bike and I posted that on my Instagram channel. And apparently Java Motorcycles, the main handle, they picked it up and they reshared it on their profile, and it's gone even on their Instagram hand, sorry, the Twitter handle also. I didn't expect them to pick it up. I bet probably I thought that they might like it if they really say it, but it looks like they have gone and retweeted it and reshared it on Instagram also. So knowingly or unknowingly, my kid has become famous across India, probably across the globe on Instagram with that photo. That's something which made me smile like last evening about what happened. Anyway, what happened today? So it was quite a busy day today. Morning we had to take my kid to get her vaccine done, so we had to go to hospital. It was really terrifying stuff. We've gone so many times to the hospital for vaccine or any other stuff, but today was the first time I actually went in after this pandemic stuck, and everyone walking around with PPE and people scattered everywhere. It was like scary. Don't know where to sit, where not to sit, and all those stuff. But anyway, we got our vaccine done. So next another 2.5 years, I don't think so. We need to go back there again. Touch wood. I don't want to go to hospital again for any reason. So that was in a way good. But after I came back, few things happened in my team, and it kind of like really, I don't know. It was like I had like a lot of bit of frustration in me or anger in me since last few months or whatever. I just let it out on a couple of my team members for not following a certain process, and I still feel that what I did was right, because it was not the first time that I lost my temper today. And I've been telling them repeatedly, process is very important. Though we are all from the engineering team, we're like developers and testers, it's not just writing your code, getting it tested, making it work. That's not all. You have to follow certain process, document certain things, make sure that everything is transparent. But apparently like my team is like really careless about all those stuff, and time and again I kept on telling them, but I don't know why today I heard like something was not done. I just immediately asked them to come over to a meeting, and I just told them this does not work, this does not work like this, and I don't want to see this happen again. And I don't know, for whatever reason I sounded a little bit harsh, but I had to do. I mean, I was not rude to them, but I had to tell them in a slightly stronger tone so that they understand. But after telling, they actually went back and they did a lot of cleanup stuff, and I was getting notifications. So in a way, it was good. So that was how the day went today, and it's been meeting all this evening. Anyway, so that's a quick update on what happened over the weekend and what happened today. So quite an interesting weekend, and I'll probably update you guys during this week what happens regarding this government contest that I'm planning to participate in. What exactly is that I'm submitting, I don't think so I want to tell immediately, but I'll definitely come back and tell that based on how things progress about it. So that's it for today. I'll catch you tomorrow again. Tomorrow is going to be a hectic day, a lot of meetings. Tuesdays are really very hectic. I don't know why. I schedule tons of meetings on Tuesdays, so it's going to be a very long and tiring day. So I'll catch you tomorrow, probably the same time. Bye bye.